I have been in so many dealerships where I have walked out of a dealership with a salesperson and said that. And it's so simple. When are you going to buy your next car? I could do that anywhere, anytime. Weather's good, not a Sunday, not a holiday. So can you. So I'd like you to start thinking about prospecting. Start thinking about how to reach out in the community and generate your own business. You know, I had a heck of a bird dog network when I became a manager. And I'd only been in Georgia a couple years. You know, I had moved from Jacksonville, Florida to Georgia. I'd been a successful salesman in Jacksonville, starting over again in Georgia. I built a magnificent bird dog network within a very short amount of time. People that would refer people to you. Now, in your state, if it's legal to pay a finder's fee to referrals, bird dogs, then you need to set up your bird dog network. People that will refer people to you. But do not offer them money. I see people, the back of their business card says, if you send me somebody, they'll buy a car. They ain't gonna do it. Dumbass, think about it. You know, nobody ever does that because they feel like they're selling out their friends. You know, when you print on your business card, I will pay you $100 if you send me somebody that buys a car. They never do. And, oh yeah, maybe they would occasionally, even blind hogs find acorns, you know, but for the most part, no. Guess what? You must recruit the very first one because they like you. Because they like you. When I moved to Atlanta in 1982, a long time ago, I've been in business 42 years. In 1982, I was broke, divorced, angry. I mean, I can give you all the descriptors of what state of mind I was in. I was starting over again, 35 years old, moving to a strange city. So I went to work, first of all, for McNamara Pontiac. I had known Dennis McNamara earlier, and I was sure I could get a job there. So here I was, McNamara Pontiac, and I had to prospect for my own people. In 1982, the economy was pretty sad. I mean, we were coming out of a major recession, the OPEC oil embargo. Ronald Reagan had just become president, and the recovery was starting to happen, but it was pretty brutal in 1982. And I mean, it wasn't a lot of floor traffic and there was no internet. So think about this. The first thing I did is I moved into a place called Meadow Run Apartments, right up from the dealership. And I had a picture of myself put on a flyer. Now this flyer said, dear neighbor at Meadow Run. My name is Jim Ziegler. Remember, I had my picture on this thing. My name is Jim Ziegler. I just moved here from Jacksonville, Florida. I'm recently divorced and I don't know anybody here. I'm a car salesman at McNamara Pontiac and I can help you with any of your automotive needs. Please say hello to me if you see me at the pool or the parking lot or the laundromat. Please say hello to me if you see me. I don't know anybody here. I'm a car salesman. It laid it all out. Then I mailed that letter to every resident of Meadow Run Apartments, about 300 people. And then Sunday, I made it a point to be by the swimming pool all day long. And people were walking up, you're the car salesman who sent us the letter. Hey, come here, Maud, this is the car salesman who sent us the letter. So that letter established two things. Number one, I'm a car salesman, I can help you with all your automotive needs. And I was a single guy, new to town, recently divorced. Here's a picture of me. It worked. Yeah. Recently divorced, this is what I look like. Say hello to me. I immediately became the official car salesperson of Meadow Run Apartments. People were referring people to me left and right. I'm looking for a car. Oh, see Ziegler, he's in G71. He'll help you out. Call Jim Ziegler. He works at McNamara Pontiac. I became the referral car salesman for the entire apartment complex. And you know what was so stupid about that? There were 4 or 5 other car salespeople that lived in those apartments that were not the official car salespeople. So I had that all set up. I had the entire apartment complex referring people to me. It was working out extremely well. Then there was a laundromat in a shopping center, strip shopping center, and Meadow Run was not the only apartments around that shopping center. There was Tahoe, another 300 residents. There were several apartment complexes around that laundromat. And a lot of people were doing their laundry there, and their dry cleaning. You know, and I was suited up for work every day in those days. We wore suits to work. So I noticed that the woman that ran the dry cleaner laundromat gave people change, maybe 50 years old, nice woman. I can't remember her name now. I'm going to say it was Mary. Okay, so there's Mary. And I was getting all my dry cleaning, my business suits done there. And by this time, my sales were rolling. And I said, Mary, please send me a customer. I really need you. I always tipped her generously when she brought my dry cleaning. But I noticed she knew everybody. She talked to all the customers. So, Mary, please send me a customer. So all of a sudden, and by this time I had moved to Banner Ford. I'd gone to Banner Ford, and the reason, no need. But guess what? I moved to Banner Ford. Brad Greer was a dealer. So here I am at Banner Ford. Mary, please send me a customer. So finally I get a call from her. Jim, my cousin needs a car, a used car. So she brought this woman by, and I'm not sure that was really her cousin, but she said it was. And we put the deal together. I thanked her profusely. And then I went to the bank, and I got a $50 bill. That was what we were paying for bird dogs at that time. Remember, I said this is 1983 by now. So I had two 20s and a 10. I wanted to give her the biggest bill possible, a 50. I drove over to the laundromat. I said, Mary, I want to give you this referral fee for helping me with your cousin. You see, the secret of recruiting a bird dog is you've got to get them to send you the first customer, not expecting anything. I'll give you $100 if you sell a car. No. Once they take the money for that first referral, you'd be amazed how many more referrals they get. And then I actually had her on the payroll. I'd call her, hey, Mary, anything new? Anybody looking for a car? She'd say, I've got one I'm working on, Jim. I mean, she was selling for me. You know, she was actively bird dogging. She was out looking for the customers for me. And I had a number of other people, waiters in restaurants and people like that were referring people to me. Now, if the person is affluent, if the person is wealthy or even makes a lot of money, you know, don't offer them money. That is an insult. If I have somebody that referred a customer to me and they're fairly affluent people, if they're a golfer, I'm gonna buy them a really nice putter. I'm gonna find out what kind of a gift. Maybe they like fine wines. I'm gonna get them a bottle of fine wine. I'm going to find out what would be a good gift for them in the price range of the cash I would have given them. And always give something in the way of a gift to an affluent person. Don't give them money. You know, that's the way you recruit them to bird dog on the high end for you. And I hope you understand, I'm giving you advice that is gold. I'm giving you advice that's made hundreds of thousands of dollars for me. And I've taught this to a lot of people, and the ones that use it well, you wouldn't believe. Like Harry. Harry started calling all those people that were selling their cars on the internet, and he sold a bunch of trucks. He said, Jim, I sold 2 today. I mean, he was reporting to me every day how many people he was pulling out of Craigslist, Trader, and all these online sources that were individually trying to sell their vehicles. We pulled Harry right out of that slump. And I've done it over and over again. So when you recruit your bird dog network, don't promise them money in advance. Get that off your business cards. You've got to recruit the first one because they like you. Now here's the other thing. I sold a car to a plumber in Jacksonville named Bill Fenwick. Now, Bill Fenwick, one of the most prominent plumbers in Jacksonville. Matter of fact, I'd actually sold him advertising years prior when I was a radio advertising salesperson. And I knew Bill. So Bill bought a car for me at Superior Nissan. I started referring people to Fenwick Plumbing. Now let me ask you something. In your CRM, are you making a notation of what people do for a living? What businesses they own, what they sell, what services they offer? You know, what do they do for a living? This guy's a roofer, this guy's a plumber, this guy's an electrician, this guy's a doctor. You know, what do they do? What's their specialty? The best way to get referrals is to give referrals. Always be thinking, when you come across somebody buying services that one of your customers offers, I want to make that connection. So my customer knows I referred somebody to you. That way, they definitely owe you. So prospecting, like I say, I can sell a car anywhere, anyhow. There's videos all over YouTube of me prospecting. You know, Google up Jim Ziegler waitress, and you'll see me selling a car in a restaurant. There are so many videos online of me prospecting with real customers in real situations. And this isn't me bragging, hey, I can do it. Well, yes, it is. I can do it. Yeah, but the truth of the matter is, I'm bragging, but you can do it. You can do this yourself. And if you get in the habit of prospecting every time you're face to face with somebody, I bet I could sell a car to somebody in an elevator. They're only in an elevator for a couple of floors. I'll bet you I could sell a car in an elevator. Think about it.